Wow. Thank you, mate. Wow, that is delicious. Finally, some good
quality content.
Can we not? First of all, I'd like to say, hey, how are you doing? The weather down here has been quite inhospitable. Georgia has the worst summers. It's not quite summer yet, but it feels like it is. All right, it was 80 degrees. That's not the point of the video. So recently, Nicole Arbour has climbed out of whatever hole she's been in. Or maybe she's just been active this whole time and I don't pay attention to her because I'm not interested in her content. But I feel as though I'm getting ahead of myself. For those of you who don't know who Nicole Arbour is, she's a Canadian actress, model, singer. I put that in air quotes, I did it. I'll probably edit something in to let you know how I feel about that. She's best known for Dear Fat People, the sequel to Dear Fat People, the one that nobody wanted. Dear Black People, you know, a little love letter to me. And Physically Assaulted Matt Deuce and Tara. What the hell happened there? Allegedly. I think that's also important. I'm not sure if the lawsuit was ever concluded or she was good, allegedly. And like the fair maiden and goddess that she is, she looked down from her perch and was like, let there be content. And she gave us this. I don't know what this is, but if I paid for it, I'd like a refund. Without further ado, and let's just watch the damn thing.
This was my vocals though, right? Okay.
So far, so good. I'm not really liking the timbre of that guitar they're doing the melody with. I guess I'm just used to the Childish Gambino one. And that one loud click sounds like me when I edit my videos and I smash my space button to stop the recording and I'm like, oh shit, I left that in. But so far, I mean, you know, we're alive, we're kicking.
Oh yeah. We just wanna be pretty. Pretty, that's the goal. We just want this money. Get a man be whole. Why we even trying? Don't deserve a raise. Want my boss to hit it. Live a life this way. We just wanna be pretty. Pretty, that's the goal.
Who was responsible for this choreography? Ice JJ Fish? Jesus, that little, oh God, no, like, you know what? I'm gonna shelve my hurt feelings for now. Let's keep going.
We just want this money. Get a man be whole.
I really like this frame here and the sound of the gun effect. It's very, very symbolic of around piercing the possibility that this music video is ever going to be good.
This is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you slipping up. Hey, come on. This is America. We'll say North America.
Again, with the dance moves, I feel like, you know, there's always that awkward person at a party, at a get-together, at any kind of celebration. They just dance like they ain't got no sense, like they've been injured, right? Like they're a new, if I could get the words out my mouth, like they have the legs of a newborn, a baby deer, and that's what she's reminding me of. And it's oof, oh, but guys, I'm in pain. I'm in actual pain.
Look how we living now. The boys could be tripping now. This is America. Got rape in my area. You got a drink? Yeah. The roof is getting to your cuz. Hey, this is America. Don't catch you climbing up. Don't catch you climbing up. Cause they'll get you hoeing up.
Alright, so if I'm gathering my thoughts here, because I watched this before, but before I was just in a pained expression on the floor. I was laying on the ground in a fetal position. Nothing productive was being done. But now I'm starting to put two and two together, and I see that she's talking about like the Me Too movement, etc., etc. If you want to climb, you know, the social sphere of America, you might experience some unpleasant things if you're a woman. I get it. The message, I mess with it a little bit, just a touch, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah.
No, Nicole, I'd rather you left it. You went out of it. Like there's a joke there. She's already out of it. She's crazy. I don't know, man.
What's your pick? Yeah. You got an idea? Don't make it without your bitch. Yeah. I'm too bold like
So again, a sort of nod towards the stereotype that America fancies men and doesn't really appreciate women. Women have ideas, men come take it and become rich. They make it without you, blah, blah, blah. I get it. And you know what? I'm not going to argue that may or may not happen in certain hemispheres. I just want to know, when did she have an original thought ever and it was in danger? I just want to know when she even had a thought at all. Who approved of this? Why?
we're all too old back here. We're not allowed to age like what the fuck?
I have a little interjection here. I hear that a lot. Women, when they age, they're not as valued as men, etc., etc. Whether or not you agree with that, I mean, to be fair, you are literally a model. Like, you're in a profession that you trade your physical appearance or your physical likeness for money based on how youthful and how attractive you are. So for you to like turn around and then go, oh shit, if I turn old, they won't pay me, no shit. Now again, I understand that sentimentally she meant it for all women. She believes that society as a whole doesn't really make room for aging women as it does for aging men. You know, aging men are usually presented in a slightly better light. But I mean, have you been to Pornhub? Listen, I'm not sure if you've seen how often MILF ranks. I'm just saying, maybe you need to step out of your bubble, Nicole. You need to step out of your bubble.
You go tell somebody. You go tell somebody.
I have nothing to add here. I just felt like I needed to let you guys know that whole display, that whole little shimmy shammy she did, I don't like it. Me no like. Me no like.
You go tell somebody.
This is America. Don't catch you shining now. Don't catch you shining now. Look what you're doing now. Oh, this is America. Smile for the camera. Come on, girl, where's your teeth? That pill will take care of ya.
So she seems to hit on two social issues here. One is a super successful man who gets married, I assume. You know, well, obviously he does. And then he proceeds to hand out what looks like his heart, which I'm assuming is affection, not actual love, infatuation, to all these young women who are scantily clad, ignoring his original bride. He's a piece of shit. And then secondly, she brings up a bit of a chip on her shoulder that she has about antidepressants and how you'll get prescribed medication to help you smile, right? The whole little skit there. And they don't work. And you know, I mean, it's pretty standard. I have no real issues with this, only the fact that I personally know somebody who actually benefited long-term from antidepressants. Short-term was pretty crappy, so I can understand where she gets her POV from, right? Short-term, he was out of whack. The chemicals, all that good. He was taking other medication also, so I can't pin this exactly on the antidepressant. But long-term, it helped him out. You know, it calmed him out, it phased him out, so he wouldn't do anything dramatic. Not to put this on a heavy note, but it chilled him out long enough so that he could figure himself out. And as he took them less and less and eventually came off of them, he was ready for the world in the respects that, you know, he was no longer emotionally torn. So I'm a bit biased, and I believe that if prescribed to the correct people, they help. And then on the whole infidelity thing, like, look, let's not make that a women's issue. That's just shitty people everywhere. Listen, I've seen some people done dirty by women. Like, you know, so I personally, I'm biased there. I can't really get on board with that. But I understand this from a women's POV. I shouldn't get in the way. I'd be mansplaining. Actually, this whole video is just one big mansplanation. Is that a thing? Is that a word? I'm coining it if it isn't. So, yeah.
Look how I'm spitting truth. Ow, I'm so trendy. Yeah, I wear Fendi. Yeah, I'm so sexy.
Guys, I'm not happy right now. I'm oof.
I don't get it. Yeah. Watch me move. Oh, yeah. These my titties. That's my tool. I'm being childish. Gambino. This shit's fire. But you knew though. Get a man, get a man, get a man. Hey, make a fan, make a fan, make a fan. I gotta give up my dreams. Rather be the Taliban.
All right, let's try this. Let's approach this differently. I'm gonna look at the good side. You know, art is subjective. All right. The way she's been presenting her topics so far, I like them. You know, they're subverted, they're under the radar, they're topics that aren't too heavy. They're just heavy enough. You know, they're just a little chubby. And she's really doing a good job. Okay, she's doing a great job. Her vocals, her singing, everything's on point. The production value is actually pretty nice. Like sarcasm aside, it's actually pretty nice. And the time frame she threw this together in, like whoever organized it, if it's her, then props. Seriously, you know, I'm trying, guys. I'm all about the energy.
Not sure everyone's gonna get the Taliban line. I was referencing the female fighters who've been kicking the Taliban's butt, and then I wouldn't want to be the Taliban because then I get my butt kicked. Anyways.
One, two, three, get down.
Would I be a bad person if I said I found this part genuinely interesting? Like, I'm not saying that I enjoyed it, but it's not terrible. Her tap dancing has to be the highest display of skill she showed this whole video. I mean, just, whew, I like it. I fucks with it.
You're just a woman in this world. You're just a ballless girl. You're just a villain if you're strong. Love or ambition is wrong. No one believes you. Just stop trying. You're a bitch, but you're weak if you're crying.
So all in all, my general never again. Never again. I try to be fair. I try to be just. I watched it. There was some legitimate points, social points that she brought up. Topics that I feel like have already been brought up by numerous other people. And we've all uniformly talked about them, sort of like, you know, the internet as a whole. If we're all in the, you know, if the internet was a big coliseum of chatting people, it'd be a lot of screaming and middle fingers. But I feel like generally, we've sort of talked about these kinds of things. And I think a meme music video isn't the best way to present it, especially from somebody who has been charged with domestic violence. Now again, I'm not sure if she's cleared it and she's in the good, but as far as I'm concerned, that's still sort of hanging over her head. So her trying to use her music, you know, she's not a musician, she's not respected in the music world. And her image, you know, again, like I mentioned before, her image has been tainted with this other shenanigans. As a sort of vessel to bring up these issues, it makes it feel very non-legitimate. That, and it's just bad. I mean, it was really hard. It's cringy as fuck. Like I don't use that word because I'm typically the kind of person who doesn't embarrass easily, right? I'm literally the guy who at a party will stand up on a table and just say dumb stuff, and I'm not using that to brag. I'm just letting you guys understand how bad I am. So if I find something cringy, it's my boy, it's hitting some deep levels, all right? It's in some dark levels. But all in all, it's art, you know, in a very loose sense. But it is art, so I respect it. And you know, it takes a lot to put something together and put it out into the world. So for that, you know, I gave it a stunningly amazing 6 out of 10 review. Will I ever listen to it again? Preferably not, like never. But if I do, you know, I might be able to sit through it depending on my mood. And you know, again, I guess I'm biased because I'm a bit of an artist myself. You know, I might show that a little bit into the future of this YouTube channel. But all in all, never again. And that's my final review. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. What's your favorite animal? And what's your shoe size? Let me know, because I'm interested. Go.